Hello everyone, I'm Hugo.
And I am not Jake.
And this is Ask Hugo number 12. Yeah, Jake isn't here this time. This time my wonderful girlfriend is going to be here instead answering some questions with me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with the questions.
Chris Oliveri asks, to Hugo's lady friend, what name do you use to refer to Hugo when you are hanging out together? First of all, I do not refer to as Hugo, because is his proper name that he was given at birth, so I think it's only right to call him by.
That's fair, I guess. Yeah, that name bit, I don't think it's ever going to get old. Never will.
Tom Riddle asks, to Hugo's lovely lady, aw, thanks. Do you believe in true love, unimpeded by selfish desire? How does this belief compare to Hugo's? Also, does the large amount of time Hugo speaks on the show get annoying? With love and an ongoing request for more chick tracks, Tom. True love. What really is true love?
I think by their definition, they're basically saying that love that is selfless, you genuinely love this person, it's unimpeded by selfish desire, you put them first and it's not all about you.
I don't believe in, like, Snow White and Prince Charming true love. If you love someone and care about them, and you want them to be happy and to help them reach all their goals and desires. Yeah.
I would say that I'm going to disagree with you in part because I think inherently all love, romantic love or sexual, is inherently at least in part selfish because you're doing it because you have the desire to do so. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying that inherently because there is a selfish aspect it's bad. I'm just saying that I think by human nature, if you're being involved with someone, it's for selfish reasons. You don't be with someone because you just want to make them happy, though there is a part of that in it. You're doing it because it's something that makes you feel good. Now, does that make it bad? No, because that's how interpersonal relationships generally tend to work, whether they're romantic or not. But the fact is, I don't think there's such a thing as love that is unimpeded by selfish desire, because part of love is selfish desire.
I think it depends on the type of relationship.
I disagree, but
abusive relationships.
No, because that's even more selfish because you're trying to hold on to someone. I'm not saying there aren't degrees of selfishness within relationships. I'm just saying that within any relationship that is actually mutual and you have feelings for each other, there's always going to be a part of it that is selfish because you want to be in this relationship because it makes you feel good, it makes you happy. Don't get me wrong.
That should be good in a relationship.
I know. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I love you and you love me. Yeah. But the reason we're together, at least in part, is because I enjoy it.
And I also enjoy it.
And that's what makes it work. Yep. That's what I'm saying. And then the second part of the question, does the amount of time Hugo spends on the show ever get annoying?
No. Because I get to watch all of my shows that doesn't fucking want to watch because he's lame.
Yeah. Like she's watching Walking Dead. We were watching Walking Dead together, but she started skipping ahead in front of me because she's an awful person. So.
Because you're just too slow to keep up with me.
I have things to do. I have shows to make.
You have other shows to watch. Also, he's been watching a lot of Friends lately. Season 5 in 4 days?
Whatever.
A week?
I skipped season 1 anyway. Whatever. It doesn't count. Anyway, next question.
Austin Bush asks, Hugo, is your girlfriend Oprah?
Yes, she is. That's probably why I hide my name, because if I said it was Stedman, everyone would automatically guess who you were. Wouldn't that be great if you were Oprah, though?
That'd be great. I'd be so rich, and I'd be black. I'd be a black, strong, independent woman with beautiful, luscious hair.
Totally.
Yes.
She can totally say that, by the way, because she's not white. My girlfriend is biracial. If you can guess which two races she is, you win 10 points.
Well, based on this question, I think they got half of it.
Maybe.
I'm apparently Oprah.
You never know.
Starkfistier asks, Dear Hugo and Hugo's girlfriend.
It's in quotes. Why is that in quotes?
2 questions for you. What is your opinion of Mr. Deity?
This question's mostly for me. Also, I cut off your second question because I don't remember what it was when I saved this, but it must not have been that good.
Damn.
Mr. Deity I've always liked. I don't think my girlfriend even knows who Mr. Deity is, but I used to really like him, especially in my iPod days when his podcast was on. But now I watch him and I'm still, I think, subscribed to him. More interestingly, though, very recently Mr. Deity's YouTube channel subscribed to us, which is really cool. It's cool to have someone who I used to like subscribe to our channel, which means that they, at least to some extent, like what I do, which is cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You must be very proud.
I'm tepid. I'm very tepid.
It's good enough. Harry Ray asks, "Hey Hugo, how did you get into Doctor Who? I thought you Americans were culturally isolated. And Hugo, are you into Doctor Who as much as Hugo is?"
I like that people in the comments were calling you Hugo, as if it's a verb that can be conjugated or something.
It is.
A noun, I mean.
It is.
Yeah, I don't think so. But Doctor Who I started watching when Matt Smith came on in season 5, when it was on BBC America, because they started heavily advertising it. And I didn't really like it at the time, but over time, I grew to like it. My girlfriend also likes it, because I think I got her to watch it.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
I probably started watching that around the time we started dating, and I fell in love with it. And sometimes we even watch the older Doctor Who episodes.
Yeah, like old classic Who.
Yes. Wolfhawk PK86. Hey guys, love the channel, love the Bible study. My question is, will Hugo's girlfriend pull a Yoko on the show when she comes on the next Ask Hugo? Is this the beginning of the end of Ask Hugo? Also, Hugo's girlfriend, what is Hugo's favorite ice cream flavor? Thanks.
That was the plan. First we're gonna get her in here, and then we're gonna do an album where we just say number 8 over and over, and then I'm gonna get shot by a fat guy trying to impress an actress from the movie Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. That also might give you a clue to half of her biracial, or maybe not. Maybe it's a trick.
Perhaps. You get to win a prize, by the way.
What's the prize? Maybe whoever guesses her race correctly gets a picture of her boobs.
And my panties.
And like an actual pair of them, not just a picture.
Yup.
This is getting.
We get to send it.
I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm not against it. I'll say I'm not against it. I can't tell if I'm.
We'll see.
I can't tell if I'm apathetic or aroused. We'll see.
It depends on how accurate you guys are.
How accurate? Like if they get into 16ths, like if they can get up like 1/16th American Indian.
Yep.
Okay.
You get like 5 panties.
5 panties?
Yep.
Like used panties?
Yep.
That's even better.
Oh yeah.
That's like white gold.
Hello, Hugo and She Hugo. What are you both in most disagreement with regard to opinions about religion, politics, and philosophies?
We actually don't talk about stuff that much about religion. Politics-wise, we're pretty similar, but it makes me mad at her and Jake because in the last election, neither of them voted.
Oh my god.
And I was super pissed off at both of them.
Oh my
Though I didn't necessarily say it out loud, but I was mad at you for not voting.
You made it pretty verbally clear.
Because it's bullshit. What were you guys even doing that day? It was nothing that important. You maybe had work, but you dedefinitely had time to take 5 minutes and go and fucking vote.
It would have taken more than 5
Oh, more than
minutes.
5 minutes. Oh, maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes tops, and
I'll vote this year.
Okay,
Damn.
well, I'm just saying that people like you and Jake is why the Republicans took both the Senate and the House, and I'm not going to be an alarmist and say that it fucks things over like some people. I don't think that one party over the other taking over is the end of the world, because in a lot of ways the parties both do really fucked up stuff.
Yeah.
But I think participation is important, even if it's participation in kind of a shitty system. I think you should vote regardless. Vote your conscience.
Sorry, I'm lazy sometimes.
Yeah, you should be sorry you're lazy.
This year, I will try to make an effort.
Fucking vote. It's not this year, by the way. You don't even know. You vote at least in national elections every 2 years.
I'll vote whenever it comes up.
Okay, I'm gonna make you go.
Okay.
Well, there you go. There's your answer.
We're pretty much in agreement with most things.
Yeah. Religion is always funny because we tend to, both of us are atheists. She's, at least, I know on her Facebook it's listed as agnostic, but you don't.
Whoops.
Well, no, I don't care. I'd consider myself an agnostic atheist, but she definitely doesn't believe in any particular religion, though her family does, which is always interesting because, for instance, her sister really liked the movie God's Not Dead.
Yeah.
Her and her kids.
It was like 4 or 5 stars to them.
And that movie's just awful, if you've ever seen it. So yeah, that's always interesting. I'm hoping I never have to have a conversation with your sister about what I do for a living.
Well, I already told her.
I know you told her, but I don't think she really... if she's ever like, hey, what do you actually do, and wants to talk about it, that's gonna be weird. I'm not like... It's not that I'm averse to talking about what I do. I don't care. It's just that it's your sister, and like I have to...
My sister's really cool, though. She won't care.
I know.
My mom will be like, what?
Is your mom, like, religious as fuck?
The thing about my family is we don't really talk about religion.
Yeah.
My sister made me go to, like, a Christian Bible study thing.
Yeah.
But, like, Like, not my mom. She was lazy and she worked a lot. So
Yeah, I know. And I know your niece and nephew have to they go to a Christian school too, right?
yeah,
Don't they?
They do.
Bummer.
Yeah. But I'm always talking to my niece like, do you really believe this?
Oh,
Like,
do you seriously?
No, like, if I read, like, one of her assignments, I'm like, what do you think about this? Like, I try to make her think about the crap that she's reading.
Well, that's good.
Like, just whenever, though. I don't visit them that often.
Yeah, good luck with that. If your sister ever finds out about that, I hope she's not like super mad.
She's not. She doesn't give a shit.
Well, if she clearly gives some amount of shit because she sends him to the school.
But she doesn't give as much of a shit.
Okay, so like 10 increments less of shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, if her daughter turned out to be an atheist, she would still love her daughter because she gave birth to her.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
There's some people who wouldn't,
No.
so that's good.
Yep.
Anyway, final question.
To Hugo's girlfriend, did you fall in love with Hugo because of his voice? I did.
How do you feel about that? That person's in love with me because of my voice.
Well, fuck that person. She's never gonna have you. Ever.
That's ever is a really
I
long
will
time.
make sure she never has you.
All right,
She will never get you.
All right, well, watch out, YouTube user Scythe, because my interracial girlfriend is apparently going to come and stab you, and based on one of her races, she's probably going to do it.
Yep.
So I guess Sorry, go ahead.
I'll create a shank. All you bitches better keep an eye out for me.
Okay, so thanks everyone. I think that's good. Whenever we do Ask Hugo again, Jake will be back. Thanks to my girlfriend who's here.
It's no problem. It was an honor to be a guest onto your show.
Yeah, you don't even watch the show, but whatever.
I listen to you guys. I live here. It's like I'm live here.
Isn't that weird? Think about all the people who really like this show, and you sit here and listen to us record it live, and you're like, nah, like I don't blame you. I wouldn't watch our show.
I'd sit out with you and watch you guys, but you don't let me.
That's because it would interrupt the process.
Nope, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
I'm telling you.
You don't know our process.
You don't know my process.
That doesn't make sense in the context of this conversation. Okay. Anyways, thanks everyone. You can go ahead and follow me at Hugo Reloaded. Do you have a Twitter? Do you have a Twitter account that you want people to follow?
I do, but I don't use it, and I don't remember my username. So good luck finding me.
All right, follow her at Big Boob Stacy 39.
That's probably not it.
No, that's someone's though. It's probably someone's. Make sure you ask your questions for next time in the comments down there. Ask them.
Do it, or else.
I'll wait. So until next time, I'm Hugo.
And I'm not Jake.
And this has been Ask Hugo.
Bye.
Number 12.
Bye.